Hey, family, welcome back to another episode of the Saturday Sit Down, hosted by your favorites, myself, Miss Aaron Bull, and my co host, Miss Lovey, host of Live, Laugh, and Lovey. How are you this evening? I'm going to say afternoon, but it's evening, isn't it?
It is. I'm good in yourself.
I'm yet holding on. I'm tired, babe. I'm tired. I have had a long week, and I got to go to work tomorrow because my night supervisor is off. So I'm going in tomorrow night. So I'm tired in advance.
Okay. Okay. I can roll with that. It's been one of those weeks.
Yeah, how was your week?
I had to think. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess it was pretty good, except for your experience with the roadside assistance. Whatever you call him.
Yeah.
But we
When
could
was that?
forget.
Thursday?
Was it Thursday? I think it. No, I think it was earlier in the week.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
It was Tuesday. Yes, it was. Yeah. But other than that, I'm okay.
Okay. Good.
How's the
Good.
wedding plans coming along? Mm-hmm.
I see why people elope. It's
Mm-hmm.
a lot. It's a lot, but it's getting better. It's getting better. Making baby steps, narrowing down venues. What?
Every time you say making baby steps, I'm like, you making babies.
No.
We're
No.
taking baby steps.
Okay, but I said making baby steps, but nevertheless, taking baby steps, whatever, all of the above, we're moving forward slowly. But yeah, so hopefully we'll have things kind of sped up a little bit towards the end of March when my coordinator gets here, wedding planner, whatever you want to call her. My cousin gets here.
Okay.
Wait, why you say
Nothing.
wait?
Nothing.
Okay. Nevertheless, well, let's get into it. So of course the 45th president was acquitted today. Um, was it 57 to 43? So that means that seven Republicans voted with the Democrats to convict him, and of course they did not. Did you see any of the final remarks? Did you see Mitch McConnell's speech?
No, because by the time his bootleg ass attorneys got up there to talk today, I was like, nope, I'm done because we already know where we're going with this. What's the
Mm-hmm.
point?
Mm-hmm.
So no, I turned it off as soon as I don't know if he was lead counsel,
Mm-hmm.
but I once he was just like, they did not provide anything that was a part of the Constitution. I'm like, are you kidding me right
They provided no evidence. It was fraudulent. Excuse me. It was made up. All of man, they made up evidence. But basically, nevertheless, he was acquitted on the grounds of it being unconstitutional because he's no longer in office. However, I was inquiring about Mitch McConnell's speech because now that 45 is a private citizen, they need to hire Mitch McConnell as the prosecuting attorney because okay, so in his closing remarks or whatever, Mitch McConnell basically said yes, he is guilty of all of these things that he was accused of, and much more. Everything leading up to it, everything that we were saying. But he voted to acquit him because he was no longer in office. That's it. However, we have a Department of Justice that can do their job and have several avenues to pursue him as a private citizen. And when I tell you, and I'm just giving you the abbreviated version, but Mitch McConnell itemized each one of those charges and discrepancies and things that you could prosecute 45 for. Okay, so it's gonna be on and popping. I don't think it's over yet. I mean, obviously the impeachment trial and all of that is over, but it's not over for 45. And of course, I mean, thank God there was no video, but he put out a statement saying the usual and celebrating, and we have movements going forward and all of this other stuff. He's basically gonna take care of his people, whatever. Baby, I don't know how you're gonna do it from behind jail, behind bars. Cause you going to behind somebody's bars, if not all of the above. And of course we have a criminal investigation open here in Fulton County. Uh what was it? For his interference with the election, for the phone call that he made.
Mhm.
We won't see anything progress with that case until March, which is the next term of court or whatever. But I'm definitely looking forward to that. And of course, New York is waiting for him, amongst other. I don't know who else is gonna come for him. Not to mention all them people that he owe. Where he but owes what he's $400 million in debt, something like that. So we shall see.
Yeah, I missed that.
Oh,
But it's what confuses me the most is you guys were against charging him. Well, we couldn't charge him as a sitting president. And now you still take issue because he's out of office.
mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys admit that what he done was absolutely insane. He was 1000% wrong in every facet of it. Um, but yet you want to take the chance of him running again?
Right. How, Sway?
I
Make
don't
it
know.
make sense.
We can't. And I pray that nothing happens, but something is going to happen again, and it's going to be on their heads.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because aren't they planning something again in March?
Yes, that's the day that 45 is supposed to be sworn in. To what? I don't know.
Sworn in. What do you mean? What's the platform? Sworn into what?
Office. Office.
What office?
Hold on, wait, because I posted it on Facebook. Let me go back to my Facebook page real quick so I can tell you the exact date. But yeah, so there is like his supporters and believers think that he's supposed to be sworn in. Let me see when it is. Come on. Come on, phone.
Oh, this is so interesting. By the way, daylight savings time is on March 14th this year.
Oh, it's a wonderful day. That's me and V's anniversary.
Y'all met on my birthday?
No, that's when our relationship started. That's when we started dating on your birthday.
Oh. Hmm. Was this before or after one of my birthday dinners or one that you just not showed up for?
Actually, it was the one that I showed up for. It was the same year that my dad passed. So I went to your birthday dinner,
What year was that?
2017.
Where did we go? Adele's?
Was it Adele's? I don't I don't think it was Adele's. It was the one. I don't even remember where it was because I remember being in the parking lot that you had the valet. They had valet, or you could walk a ways.
Okay, well, go
Girl,
ahead and
yeah,
research. I'm thinking, what did I do?
girl, you done been too many places on your birthday. Hey, Courtney Jones. But yeah. So 45's DC Hotel is hiking prices for March 4th, which is the day that QAnon followers think the former president will be sworn in.
That's the question. Like, sworn into what? Y'all so doggone stupid.
Well, he is still the president in their mind.
The president of Zod or what?
I
Because the damn
girl,
show ain't of America.
a girl.
That's crazy.
March 4th, 2021 is a day they have marked in their diaries, insisting that is the date
Diaries!
when Trump will be inaugurated in Washington, D.C., and ultimately return to power.
So they going back to DC. Okay, so I'm almost positive they've got no permits. They can't get permits. They probably nixed that in the bud for probably anybody that would like to hold any type of rally, protest, whether peaceful or other than.
Right.
Please. Mm-mm. Okay. Well, more details to come.
Right. Stand back and stand
Yes.
by. It's over. We have a new president. Right.
Mm-mm. And your girl's still out here talking,
Who?
Marjorie.
QAnon lady? Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even heard nothing about her. What?
No, no, yeah, she made comments today saying that basically holding the trial was ridiculous and we're lying, and I want them to pull that phone call. Can we get that phone call? Can somebody leak that phone call? Because you know he called from the house phone. You know he did. I'm just saying, I need that call between him and McCarthy. I don't know what the hell he got over McCarthy's head, but put it out. Show the receipts.
Right.
I can't. I can't.
Yeah, how you gonna make the claim that you didn't know that your vice president was in jeopardy?
Ain't no make you lying. That's his MO. I mean, that's his go-to. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know
Everything
anything
is,
about
I
that.
don't know.
I didn't know anything about that. That wasn't presented to me. It was probably never mind. Okay, enough about that. And
I could
no
catch the
further
replay
moves on
on
the stimulus other than
my money.
right. So it's still the same time frame. We're looking at about March, hopefully.
Oh, so run me my money. Yeah.
Hopefully, that's all I can say.
Mhm.
That's all I got for politics this week. I think I'm trying to remember. I missed a lot of it. I missed a lot of it this week.
Of the trial.
Hmm.
I mean, you didn't really miss anything. I mean, of course, the what do you call it? The house
Hmm.
managers. You, of course, they were on point.
I did see. What's his name? Jamie Raskin. I like him.
Yeah.
And what is my girl? I don't even know her name, but with the blue that came through, what is her name?
I forgot her name, but I'm gonna
Oh
need Raskins to
man.
cut his hair off.
Ooh.
Just let
Why
it
he
go.
walk run around here looking like you got on a yarmulke?
A permanent yarmulke, right? Because I'm like, is
Yes,
he wearing a yarmulke or is he just bald? It's
honey,
like
cause
me taking this off and running out there just doing nothing.
child. And he got like a full frontal,
Hmm. And the
and
middle
then
is just gone.
like you got a whole dinosaur egg, baby. That's not even just a little
Like
patch.
someone blew the center off.
Right. Like it literally looks like an explosion happened.
Hmm. But yeah, everyone was good. Everyone was on point. And it's funny because the black guy, his name is Jose. I can't remember. I can't pronounce his last name. But I had to look. I was like, wait a minute. Is that Cameron from Kentucky? Because he
Oh,
looked just,
no, oh shoot. Cause I was like, I'm gonna know his name. Darn it.
it's Jose.
Nagoose? Nigga? Cause it looked like his name is Negus or something like like niggas. But okay, let me step
Yeah.
out. But yes, he did do a phenomenal job. I did see it because, like, I caught everything in little bits and pieces.
Hmm.
I do have the Sirius XM radio app, so I can or listen to MSNBC or CNN, through my phone. So I listened to as much of it as I could while I was at work. But again, I was at work.
Right.
But those videos, though, like, how could you not? I mean, and then I like when they realized how close Mitt Romney was to meeting uncertainty
Hmm.
and, other senators too, like, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Policy over the people. They don't care. They don't care if their life was almost in jeopardy. Hell, half of them probably was a part of the coup, but they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. I really hope that their states really show up and show out when it comes
Hmm.
to the primaries next year.
I mean, and the one thing about the Republican Party is if it's such a thing these days, I think the Republican Party now consists of seven, but the rest of them, the Trumplicans, can now be replaced by real Republicans, and we can kind of maybe go back to some normalcy in politics.
And
So, speaking of parties and whatnot, what is the point of Democratic parties? I
what
mean,
do you
not
mean?
Democratic parties. What is the point of a two-party system?
I mean, you tell me.
That
You
was just
got
a
me on
brain
this
thought.
political train
I know,
because
and I
before
need to
I
do
was
some
all the way
research.
clacked out. I was like,
Yes,
what?
I'm so proud of you. You done grew through this whole experience, boo. You be schooling me. Come through with the facts, then.
I cannot.
But I mean, because like at this point, we might as well not have two parties. Like, why do we really have to like debate? You know what I mean? Why can't it just be, hi, I'm Aaron and I'm running for president. If you like me, vote for me. Too much to
It's
ask.
not what America is about.
Yeah, no.
They did pose a question. It was funny because um what's Yamaka's name? Raskin?
Jamie Raskin.
Raskin. Okay. Baskin Raskin. Okay. Um he said that one of the black officers, I don't know if it was Goodman, but they were spewing racial slurs in him. And he was just like, is this America? And I was like, yes. Yes, it is. Duh.
Right.
This ain't our America.
But
Please.
no, it wasn't Officer Goodman. But it was one of the black officers, one of the black was Capitol police officers, who after everything settled down or whatever, he went over to a fellow officer, another black guy, and just tears in his face, broke down, and like, is this America? And unfortunately, I'm with you though. Like, yeah, like you really shocked that they calling you the N word?
It's
The
not
group of racists that have
right.
broken into the Capitol, they're storming the Capitol, they're beating their own with the Blue Lives Matter flag, with the American flag. And you think they not gonna call you a nigga with the hard R? I'm just happy you didn't get spit on. Or worse. Like,
Yeah.
sad but true.
It's
That's why I don't
crazy.
understand how black people put on a badge, but that's a whole nother thing. Anyways. Okay, that's all for the politics. We can move on. Cause
Mm.
I almost got on soapbox just then. Um, so it's Valentine's Day weekend.
So
I wasn't ready for that to be your reaction.
what you thought it was gonna be?
Yep, it's Valentine's Day weekend. I don't know. I thought you was just gonna roll with the flow. She's like, nope,
No.
shut that down. Not today.
Mm-mm. Happy 1 month away from my birthday. Yes. I don't give a damn about no damn Valentine's Day, boo.
Mm. Is that because you don't have a Valentine's
Yeah,
or
that's it.
oh?
I never have one.
And you
I won't say never.
okay?
I've had one. One. And yeah, I'm done. We have to put each other down to make the other look good, and that's why you just can't say, "Hey, vote for me."
Hmm, interesting points.
Mhm.
Hashtag facts.
Mhm.
But
Which
well,
facts means absolutely nothing in today's means by
okay,
definition.
no,
Nobody cares about the facts when the
Mm,
lie looks great.
right. It's not about facts anymore. It's definitely about feelings.
Mm, facts. Okay, so going on with your little Valentine's Day thing.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, my Valentine won't be home for Valentine's.
Yeah, but he'll be here.
It's
You have
okay.
one. You can
I
sit up
get
on the
it.
phone and cake with somebody.
Yeah, we be baking good big cakes. But okay. You kind of killing my whole Valentine's Day vibe.
I mean,
Like,
go ahead. Go
uh,
ahead.
so do you always feel this way about Valentine's Day, or just like recently, over like last year or two?
No, I've always felt like that.
Well, Valentine's Day is not really that big a deal to me. Clearly, because if it was, he'd be here. But especially like now with the relationship that I'm in, you know how people always say cliche, like, if you do what you're supposed to 365, Valentine's is just another day. I get it. I get it now. You know what I mean? Because I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. And I even before this relationship, just period, I never understood the significance of that day. Like, if you love me on February 14th and you feel like on February 14th I deserve flowers, why don't I deserve flowers on the 5th,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever?
Right.
I feel like if the gifts and everything that you do on Valentine's Day, you should be doing it because you feel like the person you're with deserves it. They've earned it. How do you earn that for Valentine's, but you don't earn it for a Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. It's not for me. It's
Nah,
I don't know. It's look, it's a month away, 30 days
from your
away from my
birthday.
birthday. Okay. I get more excited about that
And
aspect of the February 14th.
to your point, I think that those are the days that you should really celebrate, because if Valentine's Day never happened, life could go on. Even if Christmas never happened, life could go on. But if your significant others or your own birthday never happened, then history is changed. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So that's what's important to me, is that we share the birthdays, especially with us being 5 days apart. It's a lot easier because he can take that week off and catch both days, his and mine. But
Mm-hmm.
the other holidays, not even anniversaries. I wanted to be acknowledged, but that's it. We ain't got to. Oh, it's our anniversary. We need it. Nope. Give my little Facebook shout out.
Okay, we're gonna
And
see when this wedding anniversary, but after the first year, we'll see.
oh well,
We'll revisit this
well, that's gonna
conversation.
be different.
Okay.
That's gonna be different, honey. The post, especially the first anniversary. Oh, it's gonna be a novel. It's gonna be a whole video, everything. Like,
Please do a video because I
please.
may not want to read that much.
Oh Lord. But yeah. And look, now you got me thinking about the wedding. I'm so excited. And I love the fact that, because so we're gonna do a show one day, me and him. Just whenever
Who?
our a show, a show an episode, or I guess I should say we're gonna do an episode one day. He and I.
Oh, okay. I was like, what a show? Because the way it came out is like we're gonna do a showing day. I'm like,
Show one day.
a showing day. What the hell does that entail? Go
Girl.
ahead. Good. I get a day off. Okay, great.
Yes. Yes. But no, so he and I are gonna do a show one day, when our schedules can coincide to make that happen, and really just talk about, I guess the history or the story of us. And because then, I get up here and I talk about him and us from my perspective. But I think it'd be good to hear from him. But nevertheless, I got to this point by saying, or what I was getting ready to say is, he's excited. And, even with me, because, I have been frantic with this wedding planning, even though it's a year and something away. Whatever. Fix your face. I stopped talking to you about it, okay? I just talk to everybody but you now. But I definitely do wear his ear out, and he never gets tired of it. And he bounces the ideas back and forth. And what about this? And what about that? Can we? Or I'm like, okay, yes, give me input. Yes, be a part of it. It's our day. Like,
Oh, good.
so, so that definitely helps me to not be as anxious about it because everything's not on me. I mean, it is on me, but at least he'll listen, nod and smile, and give me the whatever I need to continue with my thought processing.
Hmm.
Because at the end of the day, he still don't care about none of it. He just like, let me know where, when, and what I need to wear, and when I got to pick it up.
Hmm.
Meet me at the altar. Love you. Like, okay, thanks, sweetheart. So let me know when you get it together. Oh, get it.
Okay, well, good, good. That's a rarity. You don't hear too many men that are equally as excited. They just say, "Just tell me when and where." Hmm. Awesome, awesome.
So, do we have any entertainment news updates? Anything? No tea.
Yes, I do have some news. So, um, and I don't even know why this is even being brought up, but Brian McKnight Jr. is still trying to bash his father for remarrying, and he feels as though his previous family has been abandoned. You're 30 years old, sir.
Okay, just take the name and go, bro. Take the name and go. Speaking of still bashing, so what's up with Justin Timberlake and the apology?
I don't know why this keeps resurfacing. It's been what? It'll be 20 years almost in another couple of years of the whole Super Bowl debacle with Janet Jackson. This
Mm-hmm.
man has not, I mean, he's somewhat apologized, but I think it's because he's never publicly apologized to Janet that everyone is still taking issue with it. Let it go, people. It's not going to happen.
What is he apologizing for? What happened?
Because they trying to make it, well, they're trying to, they've always said that it was him that ripped the thing off, the piece of material off.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's his fault that she got shamed, she got fined, she took the hit for it, whereas he just got off scot free.
Okay.
I think they've always had. I think the both of them might have had something to do with it. Quite honestly,
I mean, no, I'm just processing. I'm just processing, and I'm just trying to figure out how. Like, okay, and then he also apologized to somebody else.
oh, I don't know. Did he? Was it Brittany?
Yes.
Because she has a documentary, an unauthorized documentary on. Um, I can't remember the title, but where her dad makes all the decisions regarding her life,
Mhm.
especially monetarily.
Mhm.
So I don't know, but he probably did have play a part in how things went down with the demise of their relationship. I mean, because knowing the things that we know about Brittany, she wasn't always there per se. Like, there was a screw loose amongst the assembly.
Mhm.
And he may have taken advantage of that, or he didn't do anything to help the situation because their breakup was kind of volatile.
Mhm.
Hence Crimea River.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which that was a great album. I'm gonna have to revisit that tonight.
Right. Jasmine
Oh
Sullivan and
yes.
her at the
Jasmine
okay, yes.
Sullivan killed it.
And her.
Oh, I didn't see her.
Oh my goodness.
I think I was making my dinner.
Girl, her not only did she sing beautifully, perfectly, all that, whatever. But she made that guitar sing. You hear me? Like,
Mhm.
mm, man, black girl magic all up and through there. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
And speaking of the Super Bowl, I'm going to say the same thing that I said on Facebook. Congratulations to 51 players on Tampa Bay Buccaneers, excluding the quarterback. Salty much? Yes. I wanted Kansas City to win. I
I
was
mean,
rooting for Pat
everybody
Mahomes.
did. They're not ready yet. They weren't ready. I mean, yeah, they won last year, but no, they weren't ready.
Yeah, and I'm definitely shocked at how poorly they performed, the Chiefs.
Mhm.
Especially the way that they've played all year. Now they had some key players out, but the way that they performed all year, and the fact that they were the returning champs, you know. And like, did y'all not know? Maybe they prepared for old Tampa Bay before TB. I don't know. TB is like 45. I don't want to say his name either. They both cheat. But anyways, there he is. Hello, Goldie. I love the way he just jumps up there so casually,
And he can't sit here because the two of us sitting in this chair is not working.
and he always figures it out too late. Don't let him snatch your headset off though.
Get down.
But the halftime performance.
Oh, I went to sleep.
Oh, okay. Everybody was like, "Wow, Weekend did a great job." I just felt like it was just eh. It was just okay. I guess they were surprised that his face was okay. I don't know, because he did
Who?
that whole
Yeah. Who are these
transformation.
people that said he did a great job?
People
Oh,
just looking
not
at
Black
Twitter, and
America.
some Black Americans said that too, but I don't know them.
No, they
I don't
must be
know.
from Canada.
You stupid. But I mean, it was just okay to me. I won't necessarily say it was whack, but I was like, eh.
I'm not a big fan of the weekend, so therefore I can't really sit here and say, "Oh yeah, he was cool." I mean, if his music come on, I'm like, okay, oh okay, I can't hear my face when I'm with you, and then I'm done with the song.
Yeah, well,
He
and
doesn't have
he has his moments. He's a little,
weird.
yeah, to say
Mm,
the least.
mm-hmm.
I was happy that he cut that snorkel off his head a couple years ago, but he ain't did nothing else with his hair since then.
Nope. No, ma'am.
But alrighty then, do we have a question? Question of the day?
I mean, can I go on with my
Oh,
news?
you weren't. Oh, I thought you were done. I'm sorry. Proceed, please. Next piece of news related to entertainment.
Okay, so Lamar Odom's most recent ex, Sabrina, actually slept with Khloe Kardashian's baby daddy, Tristan Thompson.
That's trashy.
Well,
Look who we talking about.
right, exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was like, oh, that's messy, but okay. It's a lot of switching going on. Like, y'all can't, why y'all recycling people?
Right. I mean, you can buy new people, but go ahead.
Not by. Cannot. And lastly, today marks the 25th anniversary of Tupac's album All Eyes on Me.
Okay. Fun fact. Fun
Fun
fact.
fact. Mm-hmm. I remember where I was and I purchased it too.
Did that one get taken in school too? Oh, that's how you gonna look at me with it.
I was in I was in college.
Oh yeah, because you're old. Okay. I was in school. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, I was in school and there used to what was the record store? Was it the warehouse? Did you guys have a warehouse? Okay, so yeah, I went there was a warehouse that was in because I went to San Jose State University and the school sits like right in the heart of downtown San Jose. And so there was like an avenue with stores and shops and stuff. And I remember in between classes, I rolled down there and bought the tapes.
The tapes.
Mm-hmm. It was 96.
I get it. I get it. I'm sorry. This is some throwback. Like, oh, tape. Do you have that in your tape collection? I didn't see it.
I think I have it on CD. I want to say, I don't think that would be one that I would have let slip through my fingers
Okay.
without me having, but I believe that I do have it on CD.
All
Hmm.
right. Is that the conclusion of the entertainment portion?
It is.
Ding. All right. Now may we proceed to the question of the day?
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. What book belongs on everyone's shelf?
Oh. Ah. Ah.
Aha.
Gone with the Wind.
Oh,
I mean, well, I would say besides the Bible, the only reason I didn't say the Bible is because, well, I guess it's a spiritual book. I'll say it like that, so that it covers everybody. Because if you're not Christian, you don't use the Bible. But book whatever book you use, I would say it belongs on the shelf. But other than that, I would definitely say Gone with the Wind. That's actually one of my favorite books. Um, and I think it was historically accurate enough to need to be on everybody's shelf, and it's entertaining enough for you to get the facts without being put to sleep. Um, what other books? God, I've read a lot of books over my time. And I'm trying to think what was one of my favorite books. I mean, I'm a Malcolm X fan, so I not only did I read the autobiography of Malcolm X, I also read the script
the
of
manuscript.
yeah for
Mm,
for the movie. Um, I've read a couple of books about Martin Luther King, Maya Angelou. So you have to tell me a title. Like, I think everybody should have a bookshelf with books that they've read on it. I do agree with that.
agreed.
And how about you?
In Black America, The Coldest Winter Ever.
Okay.
Hmm. That is a cult classic. Have you read it?
Mm-mm.
You've never read it? Oh my God. You have to read it. That is like, I mean, you've heard of it, right? You've never heard of Sister Soldier's book, The Coldest
No,
Winter
yeah, I,
Ever?
I have heard of it to that extent. Sorry.
It's a great story. Like, legit, that's like Coming to America cult classic.
Okay.
Friday cult classic. Sparkle cult classic. Like
Okay.
it's on that level.
Gotcha.
Hmm. Yeah, try it out. I got to get the latest book. She has a new one in continuation of that. But yeah, it's really really good. Matter of fact, um, they just released today that Nia Long is going to do the audio. Is going to be the voice of the main character on the audio for the book, which is dope.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta watch Love Jones. I'm sure I can find that now. But yeah.
Love Jones. Oh yes, that's one of my favorite movies. Yeah.
Hmm.
Let me tell you something about Aaron. If I like a movie, I love it. Like, cause my mom laughs at me because like sometimes I come in, the old people they always watching some old movie, and I'm like, oh, that's my favorite. Oh, that's my favorite. Oh, that's my favorite. I didn't realize it till mom cut me off because like, oh, you're watching such and such. Is it your favorite? I was like, oh, I guess I do say that a lot. My bad.
Yeah. Hmm. So yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, that was an interesting question. I wish I
Mhm.
had a better answer. Um, and of course, it's a question that because you're asking me, I can't think of the titles that I really wanted to say. Um, because let's see, there's Dr. Claude Anderson's book, Powernomics. That's what it is, Powernomics,
I've heard of that one.
and that's a book that all Black people need to read. In that it talks about how to basically how Black people can come together and succeed without necessarily having to all believe in the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It you can still be you, just be pro Black, and understanding what effect white supremacy and white supremacist tactics have had on the Black community, and just how ingrained it is into the way that we treat each other. Because Black people are the only culture that can never well, not won't say never get along, but can't come together and really do something. You know what I mean? Even when you talk about the Black dollar, it only stays in a community for about 6 hours, versus the Jewish dollar is what they call the tightest dollar there is.
Oh my God, they are so stingy.
But it stays in their community. It bounces around in their community for 12 times before it leaves. In the Black community, as soon as we make a dollar, it's going out. We're not putting
Mhm.
anything back into our communities.
Mhm.
Um, you have every ethnicity that takes care of their own except for us. And um, if you invest in the Dr. Claude Anderson's Powernomic pack, I want to say it's like $100, but it's 4 or 5 books in it. So it's not like you're really paying $100 for one book. Um, but I feel like that should definitely be a course taught to African American children.
Got it. Okay. I need to get back into reading.
Me too. And I'm realizing that as we have this discussion, because I am actually quite an avid well, I used to be, excuse me.
I think we all were at some point because it was an outlet for escapism. Like
Right.
you could just kind of put your troubles away and get invested, and next thing you know, you done read a whole book in a matter of what, a day or two.
Yeah,
You
I
just
mean,
get
I
lost.
I was such an avid reader that let's see, Gone with the Wind is what, like 1,000 pages. I read it in 3 days with a job. You know what I mean? I read like I would always read like that. I read Bone Collector. Um, I read, like I said, Malcolm X. I read Roots. Like I read almost all the books that Maya Angelou wrote. Um, I I never had a problem in reading, um, especially anything Black. Even if the book was whack. Now the only thing that will turn me off from a book is the jargon. Like just
Okay, so I'm kind of like that too, but it's the dialect for me.
mhm.
Like I could never read. Like I tried reading Uncle Tom.
Ah.
That was the hardest thing ever. I could not get, I want to say that I had an assignment where that book was involved, and I flat out told my professor, I can't do this. I can't understand it. Where it's going to take me to read it about one sentence, 12 times in order for me to understand what is being said. I cannot.
Well, and I think that it is just a regional difference because obviously that book was about the South.
Mhm.
So there were people in my life, older people, that spoke like that. So I didn't even though I was reading Uncle Tom at a younger age, middle school, something like that. I didn't really have an issue with it. And even with Roots, I want to say, or was it was another book. I think there was a Maya Angelou book that had that broken dialect in it
Hmm.
to give the context of what people dealt with on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Um,
I want to say Toni Morrison's Sula was like that too.
mhm.
Because I had it in my first semester of school, and that was one of our assignments. We had to read that book. And I was like, the struggle is real. Yeah. But I need to read these books. Like, I have the whole Gossip Girl series.
Gossip Girl, the TV show.
Hmm.
Okay,
Because
so
it derived from a book, from a series of books.
okay, repeat the question for Courtney Jones, who was not paying attention.
What book belongs on everyone's bookshelf? Which, by the way, I need to put a bookshelf in here.
With books.
I have books.
Mm.
Matter of fact, I was in here cleaning up and I discovered three books that I can't remember if I read them. I want to say that I did. I cannot remember. But I put them up in my living room. So, but then I also have like a big box in my storage of books. Like, I used to be an avid reader. Like back, back in the 90s, um, early 2000s, authors used to tour.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Sharon would run to the bookstore anytime they was in town. I've sat and talked to Terry McMillan. I've sat and spoke with Elin Harris, BB Moore Campbell, Omar Tyree, um,
I've read books by all of them. Now that I think
mhm,
about it,
and
who
he
wrote
just
Maintenance
passed.
Man?
Eric, Michael Baston.
Okay,
That was it. I haven't read that one in a long time. I need to read that one. Oh God, what is
Eric Dyson. No, well, that's probably the name you were getting ready to say. Uh, Eric Drum
Eric
Dickey.
Jerome Dickey? Yes, he was such a sweetheart. I want to say the last time I saw him was when I had first moved here,
Mm.
because I used to have a friend who was an author, and so she was well connected. So when authors would come to town, we would go hang out with them, and so he was probably like one of the last authors that I physically saw in person, and he was just mad nice. Every time I saw him, whether it was in Oakland or if it was here, he was mad nice. So we need to get back to that.
Mm-hmm. So mom says, "I know why the caged bird sings," which is Maya Angelou's book. And actually, the first time I ever read a Maya Angelou book, it was my mom's book because she used to have the collections, and I went through that whole thing. And I tried to have a book club with Stacy, and it didn't work because the one thing I always hated about book clubs is that they just wanted you to read sections, like, okay, we're going to read this much and then have a meeting, and then revisit that, then we read. I'm like, I just want to go, I just want to read the whole thing.
Really? Because the
Oh
book
yeah,
clubs that I've ever been a part of, we read the whole book.
read the whole book and then talked about it. You
Yeah.
didn't talk about it along the way?
Mm-mm.
Oh. And then, like, with Stacy, we had set out to read books, we would get the same book, and she read slower than me. I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you holding this up. I'm trying to see what's happening with this character. And one of the hardest things about reading a book though is the end. Like, oh man, it's over. I wish that I could remember the book because it was a part one and it was a part two. I want to say it was a Terry McMillan book, and it was not Waiting to Exhale, which I did read, but it was another one that she had.
Mama. Mama was her first one.
Mm-mm. This
How
one,
Stella Got a Groove Back.
this one was similar to Waiting to Exhale, but it wasn't Waiting to Exhale. But it was the same kind of thing. It was like three or four girls, three or four women, in different aspects and talking about their stories. And they went through their own struggles. Girl, that thing hit me on an emotional roller coaster. I was reading that book with a flashlight and a box of tissues. You hear me? Like, do not disturb. And I was
What?
so sad. Like, I have never been like a series reader, but that book made me want to find out, was there a second one? And I went and bought it brand new soon as it came out. Like, I was one of those like dollar store book readers. Like, a majority of the books that I ever bought were marked down. You know what I'm saying? They had been out for a while. I was never a trend reader, although I did read Precious when Precious came out. Or
That
and
wasn't the title of the book. What was the title of the
mm-mm.
book?
Let me not lie about it, but I read it. Um and I also read uh for colored girls.
Oh, you read that? Okay. Was it Disappearing Acts, Terry McMillan?
Maybe. Maybe.
Where it was, I forgot the name. Um, no, what? It wasn't. Was it her? Yeah, it was Disappearing Acts. Where the main character was messing with a guy who was in construction, and but she had her girlfriends who she would to go talk to.
It may have been. Let me not lie. But I was just telling you something. You just cut me off in the middle of
Oh,
my.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, I read for colored girls. Oh, I was talking about how hard that book was to read.
Yeah, I don't think I
Ooh.
would have been able to have read that one.
And then The Color Purple. That book was way harsher than the movie.
Well, the book version is always better than the movies.
But I'm just saying that I'm trying to think about what other movies I read the book to.
So, fun fact:
Mhm.
Tara McMillan used my name in one of her books.
How you know it's your name?
Because this one particular day when I went to go hear her speak, um, she knew my face because she had seen me, around at events. But she was like, "What is your name?" And I said, "Lovey." And she was like, she give you this look. If you are a Terry McMillan fan, you know this look. She's like, "Is that your real name?" I was like, "Yes." So she took a post-it and she wrote it down and she was like, "I love that name. I'm going to use it." And then she put it off to the side. And it took for someone else to tell me that they saw my name in one of her books.
Now, what book was it?
It was because I have it and I haven't read it. It was
Shame on you! I can't believe Miss Vanity herself did not read the book that contains her name.
I mean I have it.
You didn't read it.
No. It's ooh. What is the name of that book? It is, hold on, I'm
Mm,
gonna
mm,
tell you.
mm, 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 mm.
What is the name of that book?
Girl, you.
Oh, The Interruption of Everything.
Mm,
And so I
interesting.
was like, "What? My name is in it." So I went out and I bought it. But books are expensive now. Well, I know that they were when I was still reading them, physically reading them. But I was like, I can spend 20, 30 something. I mean, I want to say I've seen books as expensive as 30 something dollars, 'cause especially when bookstores, because I want to say bookstores are not that big anymore. I
Oh
mean,
no.
there's Barnes and Nobles, but there were way more bookstores than that back in the day.
Yeah, you used to have like, the neighborhood bookstores,
Hmm.
the little hole in the wall bookstores. You had the bargain bookstores, all kinds of things. Media Play. Nobody remembers Media Play, but Media Play was in place before Best Buy became big. Media Play used to have books, music, and the things that go with it, like the speakers and stuff like that, technology. That's when computers was really coming about. It was before tablets. um but it was, yeah, Media Play, and it was reasonably priced. I don't know why they went out of business.
I mean, why did a lot of the other business go out? I mean, what? Um, Circuit City, um,
Radio Shack.
Radio Shack, which I was a little upset because I used to upgrade my phones there. Um, what's another one? Did y'all have Good Guys? Which I never understood why Good Guys was open if you had Circuit City. It's like it's competition.
Oh, I don't know. Don't know
Yeah.
anything about Good Guys.
Yeah, that must have been a West Coast thing. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so anything else?
Nope. Let me do my black fact, and then we can get up out of here.
Yeah, because this turban got me on fire.
Oh, girl, don't even get me started, cause they got this heat on. Roast the
But it's
baby
cold
around here.
outside.
Okay, but ain't nobody outside. You're not trying to warm up outside. You just trying to keep the cold out. Like, trust me. Mm-mm.
So I did find out some news before you go, give your fact for your Black 365. So my dermatologist said that my hair is coming in, it's progressively coming in. But there is an area where I am going to have some trouble, and I probably will not see any hair come in, right?
Mhm.
But she did say that there is a dermatologist locally that can do micropigmentation.
Mhm.
So it's not really a hair transplant, but it's a kind of like a tattoo,
Mhm.
but it looks like real hair is there.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. So I don't know how much this is going to cost me. I mean, I did see the cost of it.
Go fund me.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, yeah. So I'll have some hair for your wedding.
Okay. All right. That is news. That's good. I'm
Mhm.
happy for you.
Mhm. Because I'm tired of wrapping my head up.
I know you are, especially girl. I don't know, cause like, fortunately, it's been this year where we were pretty much staying inside. But girl, I can't see you rocking that turban in Georgia heat.
No, it's not cute. Even when I do have to go out, I think he really got to go out because he keep going to that door. Um, yeah, yeah, some got to happen because I sure hate when menopause actually does kick in.
Ooh, you got to having those personal summers. Ooh.
Sheesh. So yeah, that's
Okay,
where
well
I
that is
am.
good news. That is good news.
Mhm.
All right. Did you notice that I straightened out your rug, by the way?
Yes, I saw that. Thank you.
Yeah. I was like, oh, po ting ting. Let me
I
go and
couldn't lift
handle
the
this.
desk. I
I
couldn't.
know. Cause I was sure like, that's what I did. It's like, oh, let me just try. Oh, I see why it's like this. Let me fix it.
Yeah.
Oh, for the record, y'all, before we get out of here and I get my black fact. So today I hung curtains for Lovey and I straightened her rug. I just have to keep track of things that I've done for her because she was swear that she calls me over and I don't do nothing. Or
When
I
have I
stay in the
done
house.
that? When have I done that?
Uh, uh, and I was over there to change her smoke detector batteries, and she has not purchased the
You
batteries.
didn't tell me that. If you would have said, "Hey, I'm coming over to change the smoke detector," I would have been like, "Hey, can you stop by Walgreens
Oh,
and
well,
pick
see,
up
that's
the
probably
battery?"
why, because I didn't want to stop nowhere but your house. So that's why I waited till I got there. Like,
Could have did curbside.
okay, let's do the black fact. All right, so today's black fact, and let's see, try to see. It's Benjamin Banneker, born November 9th, 1731, and passed away October 9th, 1806. Benjamin Banneker. He was a free, self taught African American mathematician, astronomer, almanac author, and farmer. At age 15, he took over the family farm and created an irrigation system to control the flow of water to the crops. In the 1750s, he invented the first clock in America. It was this invention that put his talents on display for the country. He was responsible for surveying of territory for construction of the nation's capital in 1791 after the lead architect quit. He authored commercially successful series of almanacs, and he corresponded with Thomas Jefferson, drafter of the United States Declaration of Independence, on the topics of slavery and racial equality. Once again, that was Benjamin Banneker. And that has been your Black History Moments.
I never knew he was a person. I only heard of the school.
Wait, hold up. Run that back.
You heard me. I didn't know that it was a person. I'd only heard of the school once I moved here.
It's called Benjamin Banneker High School.
Okay, I moved here after I was done with high school. I didn't know. I just knew of the school.
But I mean, okay, okay. So I'm.
Where are you confused?
The name of the school is Benjamin E. Banneker High School.
Okay.
So you didn't know that Benjamin Banneker was a person?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to be clear. Oh, look, Courtney, keep a score. 2 points. Rug fix and. Okay. This is and window fix. Okay. Courtney be trying to type fast. I forgot she said we be talking too fast. We need to take time and read the comments more. Sound like somebody need to catch up.
We're talking fast or we're moving the show along?
All of the above.
Okay.
Right. But nevertheless, so let me scroll back through and make sure we didn't miss any comments. I don't think we did. Oh, I will. She's glad you're okay. Happy Valentine's Day. So for those of you all that are celebrating with your boos, happy Valentine's Day. To those of us that either don't have a boo or whose boo is now home, happy Sunday.
Silly.
Nicole, Denny, rooting for everybody black. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know she was in here.
She snuck in. She probably ain't in here. I mean, ain't in here still. She just pop in, throw her little 2 cents in there and be like, look, I watched the show. No, you didn't. What happened at the end? And on that note,
We are done.
once again, family, we have reached the end of yet another episode. Thank you so much for your participation and just supporting with, oh, look, the shade. I'm still here. Okay, then. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, check me. Also, if you have not done so, please make sure that you are subscribed and that you hit the notification bell and select all so that you can get the notification every time we go live. And of course, we do this every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, it is the Saturday Sit Down hosted by Miss Levy, host of Live, Laugh, and Levy, and myself, Miss Aaron, host of the Beacon of Truth podcast. Stay safe. Happy Valentine's Day, and we will see you next Saturday.
Bye.